Alright guys, so my stupid ass forgot to check the desktop audio and I ended up recording absolutely no gameplay sound. So I'm repeating back again from where I left off. So don't get too mad if I already know what's going on, but I'll make it quick, make it short and sweet. But yeah, again, apologies, but you know, I'm stupid. So yeah, we started off here. And I really hate myself for not knowing.
Ryuki.
But now we got desktop audio, or game audio, so yeah, let's go.
こんなところで何してるの?
ああ、Mizukiちゃん、何ってもちろん。
I'm gonna speed this up. I'm gonna make this quick for you. And sorry for my stuttering. I'm shit at speaking, but so Ryuki is brainwashed, bro, or some kind of shit, and there is a rocket right there that's about to be launched. So sorry if I start skipping through shit. Also, the masked woman hates Ryuki for some reason. Oh, also, one big thing. I recorded the episode and I got really confused with how, like, random, like, the timeline was. So, we got off... So this was apparently 6 years ago, where this timeline starts. And it says that, what's his face? Komeji, dies 6 years ago. And that's one half of his body. But then we come to here and we see that Komeji was alive in this timeline. So what's going through my mind is these timelines are like crossing over, kind of like the Nonupal X that we've had to do. So like I don't know the pattern of it exactly, but I feel like say one of these scenes goes to the right, one of these scenes goes to the left, and that's how the timelines like coexist. So maybe the bodies aren't being like placed at separate times, it's happening at the same time. I don't know why or how, but yeah, these timelines are jumbled up. They 100% have to be, because it's not adding up. I got really confused coming into this last three parts, but it starts to make a lot more sense when you think about it that way. Guess we just keep going with this. I'm still as confused as I ever was, to be honest, but I think we know this masked woman somehow, some way. But yeah, let's continue.
お前の事情もだがやはり許せん何に怒ってるんだろう
So she's angry about Ryuki for something.
もし
待ってる。
待って、
そう。
何がちょっと
さっきも言ったけど、調査だよ。
So another thing that I think is that Ryuki is living in the past, maybe? I think these timelines are like coexisting with each other, which makes it a little weird because Mizuki's older in one stage and younger in the other. Unless there's like two Mizukis or something, or like I honestly don't know how they're gonna make this make sense, but yeah, the timelines definitely cross over because it can't make sense otherwise.
有力な情報が入ったんだ。
They make it seem like a linear timeline, but in reality it really isn't, and that just makes you lose your head.
この店単の奥地、何かとんでもなくやばいことが起こるって。
龍騎の方がヤバそうだけど
Yeah, and Riki's just lost the plot, bro. Like,
何が？
体調とかメンタル
何も問題はないよ。
what's weird is that he's got his partner like in his eye who isn't doing anything right now.
むしろ現半端。ほら、だって。
Okay.
な
Yeah, and this Mr. Date seemed well too. Date was in the end of the first like 6 years ago. Date got like collapsed on by like the cathedral, So he shouldn't even be mentioned right now because apparently he's like missing or something, right? Or like presumed dead. He's saying Mr. Date seemed well too, which implicates that we're in a different time, I guess. This right now could be 6 years ago, but I'm not 100% sure.
言ってるの。
多分幻覚でも前にも言ったと思う。さもない。
病状が悪化。
They try and like palm off like things that
まあい
like
いや。
don't make
ゆ
sense.
きのことはほっとくとして。
They try and palm these things off like the guy's just delusional, but I feel like maybe he is spitting facts.
そうだな。はや。おい。
君は
And he knows her as well, somehow.
ちょっとなんでいきなりな。
蹴りも入れた。
どっちでもいいよ。
Her attitude like seems a lot like Mizuki. Like Mizuki is very like witty, and like her just saying I kicked him too, not just punches. Kind of sounds like that too.
急所は外してある。
だからどう。
借りを返したまでだ。6年前の。
Yeah, like who else do you know sorts things out with violence?
意味わかんないんだ。
そんなことより早く探さないとまずいことに。
もう。
水。
わか。
Alright, so we know it's over here. Sorry for skipping, by the way, but text ain't that important.
しまった。
Yeah, so apparently this is a rehearsal. TC Perge wasn't actually in it, but like, why even do this in the first place? Unless you wanted to cause a commotion of sorts. Visions, chapter 4, I think it says.
アンデスコメジ。本名。円田米春の左半身だな。
See?
一体どういうこと。なんでこんなことに。
So this guy
情報話はそ。
This guy was alive. In this timeline, apparently he was alive up until a few days ago. Whereas, like, we thought it was a few years ago. And I find it pretty interesting that, if you look at, like, the side here, if you look at the side here, it shows, like, the dates, right? But they don't show the year. So, February 10th, February 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, but there's no year. It makes you think, oh, it's just like 6 years, same day, so you don't need the year. But I feel like that's left out intentionally. So, yeah, I couldn't tell you right now which is which. Like, I mean, I guess this would be the past, and Kizuna, I think, is like the future. When in the wheelchair, she's in the future. When she's standing, it's in the past, I would assume. Now, I could be wrong, but I think this end part in the cathedral doesn't happen in the first 6 years. I think it happens at the end here. Yeah, it's so confusing, but it's the only way this can make sense. Yeah, anyways. I'm not giving him chocolate. So security guard found him. Security guard found him around 6.
今から3日、この百貨店メインの電源ケーブルが
So there was a building-wide power outage, which
2つ目。
ここの警備録音データ
おお、だったら相棒。
了解だ。
停電の4時間後、11日の午前5時頃のことです。
5 o'clock in the morning, 4 hours after the outage.
裏口にある警備室の前を一人の人物が通り過ぎていったんです。
So whoever it was took the power out to be able to get past the security room,
大きな何かをゴロゴロと引っ張りながら、
pulling something on wheels.
何かと
わかりません。停電、顔も見てないんですよ。懐中電灯でとにかくそいつは建物の中へと侵入し、もちろん私はですが、階段の途中で待ち伏せをされ、不意にそのまま私は
その人
おそらく階段を上りながら屋上へ。
Now that sounds like brainwashing, but it could just be someone paranoid or something.
棒を取りに行かないと。
Bo... Yeah, I don't know.
ええ、ろれつが回っていなかったので、多分そいつものすごく酔っ払ってたんだと思います。
Yeah, drunk or in a trance. He made it pretty obvious like that, but...
追いかけてる間中、酒の匂いがプンプンとしてましたから。
See, hearing this makes me think it's Ryuki, because Ryuki is the only, like, alcoholic in this.
その人物のせい
声は
店に何か
いいえ、
監視カメラ。
残って停電の品だが
また。
ああ同じ手口
Alright.
死体をし、
Any
コメチの
intel?
死亡推定時刻は13日の22時前後。殺害方法についてはもはや言うまでもないでしょう。
Yeah, that's another thing. They, when we find half of the bodies, they always say it's, like, fresh. Like, it hasn't been preserved or anything like that, which makes me think the timelines have to be jumbled up. And then when they cross paths is when both the halves are fresh, but I'm not 100% sure they're either in the same location or different. I don't know how it's being done. It could be a part of the Nirvana project, but
これまでのテアラーの指紋、毛髪の足跡も同様ですが、念のためこの後もしかしたら何か
ルミノール試薬とはわずかな血痕、例えば古いそういったもの知ってる。
now we go and investigate. So I'm gonna skip this until we get
そ
there.
の手の。
Alright. First things first. Something
ゴ
like
ミ箱の
trash.
下のところ。
ビニール袋取り出してアビス、そう
これだよ。ビニール袋に入ってたのは。
衣服と靴、それからハンガーか。服と靴は男性もののようだな。
ポケットの中には何？
ハンガーの方はスーツケースに付属して
スーツケース。
Next, I think we go up here. Luminol reaction.
ルミノール反応だよね。
さっき
ってことはこの形をした。
あったんじゃない。肉眼では見えないぐらいの微量な血液の痕跡が。
でもこれ何の形だろう。
わからないのか。
もしかして。
そう、何者かの左半身がここに置かれた
The
後。
left half of someone's body, but it wasn't Komeji's.
コメジさんってことはないよね。体型も身長も全然違うし。
Yeah, it looks like something bigger, right?
ああ、別人のものであるのは血液成分の酸化具合から。
じゃあ
さすがにいずれにせよ犯人は
And
これもルミノール。
何者かの足跡は乾く。
この後死体の設置痕よりも先の方にはないね。
つまり誰かがスーツケースを引っ張って設置痕の
死体をどかした後に。
そうじゃなければ後なんてつき。
そっか。ねえ、コメジさんじゃない別の人物の死体。
this is a pretty simple investigation, to be honest. We looked at like 3 things.
とりあえず A さんってその
そうだ。
ってことは
停電の4時間後裏口
Alright,
そ
so
れから4時間、
スーツ S は階段で
そこで、その後 S、
okay, so basically what happened is apparently Kimeji comes in. He I think he's looking for his bow tie. I could be wrong, but it seems like a shitty reason to come up here. Maybe he turned off the lights or Terra did and Kimeji wasn't a part of the equation, but he ended up there. Saw this, maybe thought of it as evidence or blackmail, and he had his suitcase. So first thing he did was remove the clothes from it.
多分スーツケースの中身服と靴とハンガーを取り出したんだと思う。でそれをビニール袋に詰め込んでこのゴミ箱に捨てたんだよ。
どうして中身を取り出したんだろう。
スーツケースを空にする必要があったから。
その目的は
It'd have to be a big ass suitcase, I'm not gonna lie, but they needed to make room to put this half in there.
So-
We already know this. And he put it in the suitcase and ran off with it.
スーツケースにそのままキャスターのタイヤ痕
なるほど。
って
理由に今はそれという
本番
撮影の本番だよ。
Yeah, I'm
分かっ
not.
てるだろ
I skipped this last time and I'm doing it again. Can't be asked, bro. Can't be asked.
これで分かったろ。両者が例えばテアラをどうして
でもそれなんで S
それ分からん。
ほらねとはいえ警備員なんていうか
論理的な
だとする
手がかりは例の
屋上へ屋上棒を
棒ってのそもそも左半身右半身
それともテアラはなぜ最初は次は今日とにかく今回のコメジのことを調べれば何かわかるかもしれん。
So, yeah, it is still a bit confusing. Apparently he was drunk, but we haven't seen any indication of him ever drinking. So it could have been Ryuki that did it, maybe? But yeah, anyways.
じゃあ
あと
Yeah, now we go to Ryuki, see what's up with him.
ちょっとね、さっき HB 事件の重要参考人から連絡があって、その人と会うことになったんだ。今日の夕方。だから時間はまだたっぷりとあるんだけど、
Him saying
事
this
前に
makes
戦略を練
us...
っておこうと思って。
Him saying this, you just know we're in trouble here.
その参考人って
悪いけど教えるわけにはいかないよ。
Look at his eyes, bro. He's still like tranced up or something.
なんで
His eye won't even help us.
あの人に
あの人
僕が誰よりも尊敬してる先輩、伊達さんのことさ。伊達さんは僕の活躍に期待してる。
And another, he says he has high hopes for me, not had, has. These timelines are definitely jumbled up.
その期待に応えるためには何としてでもこの事件僕自身の手で解決しなきゃいけないんだ。
So one thing I do know actually is that it says, yeah, I love how it says flowchart when that just isn't the case. Timeline, but it's not a timeline. What we do know is that one side is Mizuki's, well no, one side is Ryuki's perspective, the other side is Mizuki's. Ryuki's memories have been jumbled up. We know like throughout this whole thing that his like brain gets fuzzy and then jumbled up and he starts saying some random shit. With Mizuki, it hasn't been the case, but the memories don't seem as clear. Or, yeah. Anyways, I digress.
そんなこと言ってる
とにかくその人との現場
屋上よ
ああ
どうして
テアラーはじきに捕まる。
Him saying that, so sus.
この僕が捕まえるんだ。
But yeah, so here's the thing. Ryuki was depressed at the start of this because like 6 years ago he couldn't do anything, but now he suddenly got his motivation back. Like, I think maybe this is in the past. Him saying this, maybe?
すごい自信だけど何か根拠があるの？
I feel like maybe in Ryuki's perspective he sounds sane, but like looking at him from someone else's perspective he sounds crazy.
何か手
一応あるかな。米地さん、あるものを手に入れたみたいなんだ。
And then this lines up with 6 years ago, so this has to be 6 years ago.
それはテアラーにとってとても大事なものだったらしくて。
But if this was 6 years ago, Mizuki wouldn't even be a detective. So I'm thinking Mizuki is somebody else. Or like, I don't know, can grow, no. Someone else maybe? I don't know how that would work. How do you take somebody's identity? I mean, actually, no, I shouldn't even be saying that. They did that in the first game.
それを使って米地さんはテアラーをゆすろうとしてたんだよ。どうやらお金が必要だったみたいで。
Yeah, this happened 6 years ago.
その場所は
米地さんがそれを手に見せたの。
これで11日の午前5時。スーツケースでも理由その下いや釈然だがテアラーにとって A の左半身をあの場所に設置しておくのは重要なことだったんだろう。
And that coincides with the 6 years ago thing where he was like trying to hide the suitcase and being really sus and stuff. But we found one half of him in the studio and he was alive then. So, yeah, it's a bit weird.
つまり A の左半身はとても大事なものだったというわけだ。ところがそれをそこで
Alright, let's go.
それ
And we're seeing Shoma. Here's another thing. This guy doesn't seem as Wait, anyways. Just talk to him, give him a chocolate.
チョコなんで気持ちありがとう。つい最近まで父さんが衣装や小道具だけど3日ぐらいそのスーツケースなくしちゃったって父さんが。
I think 6 years ago he also talked about this.
でもなんでそんな
I'll wink sync. See this. He'd already seen the other half. But this was 6 years ago, apparently. Except Shoma looks the exact same as he did 6 years ago. The only difference, maybe there isn't even a 6-year difference. Maybe the whole thing's happening in the one same year. And it's either like alternate realities or something like that. Because the only person that's changed throughout all these years is Kizuna and Mizuki. Those are the only significant changes. Everyone else is the same, but their memories are a bit different. But Shoma's somehow seen this guy like that in the bag, but that was at the studio.
父さん
And he was having like a huge like breakdown back then, but now he's fine seeing the other half. Except he doesn't mention it like that. What does he say again? He says,
それってもだとしたらそれは去年僕がプレゼントしたものだよ。
yeah, last year, this is definitely the past.
あげた時父さんものすごく喜んでくれてなのに
屋上へ
なるほど米次は奥
それでお医者さんはこう言ってた。僕の精神状態が不安定だからしばらく様子を見る必要があるって。
And he doesn't seem unstable. He has no reason to unless this is the past and he was going through that shit that we had to like see.
全然大丈夫なのに病院なんか行く必要ないって龍樹さんにも言ったんだけど。
And Ryuki, talk to Ryuki for some reason.
龍樹僕をここに連れてきたのは龍樹さんなんだよ。
As far as we know, Ryuki was suspended, like, for, what, trying to shoot somebody? So why is he here, like, a part of the investigation? He shouldn't be. But no one's mentioning it, which means it hasn't happened yet.
夕べの午前1時頃になんでその時多分僕どこか場所はわからん。気がついたら龍樹さんの車。しょうまくん 私こういう気をと私ね本生きてるだけど妹妹みたいな子って言った方がいいかな。
When he says younger sister, I don't know if that's like somebody else or Kizuna.
とにかく私はもしもだから命より僕も同じだよ。
Shoma apparently has a sister too.
僕にも命をそれ僕の血のつなが姉ちゃんだよ。え
So we haven't seen them at all.
ね
Alright.
ああでも今
だったら
So now Mizuki's gone missing.
俺が最後にキズナッチを見たのはあの店で晩ご飯を食べたんだよ。店を出たのは夜の9時過ぎ。キズナッチに送っていくって言ったんだけどタクシーに乗って帰るって言うから、そしたらキズナがまだ戻って。
Didn't this happen earlier with Amame? Oh, she was meant to go home but turned out missing? They don't mention that either.
動画
みんなで一緒に見た。俺は止めたんだけど多分キズナッチのお父さんが警察に、俺の方からは盟友に連絡して。
Brother in arms sounds suspicious, hasn't mentioned him.
盟友って
頼りになる知り合いだよ。力になってくれると思ったんだ。
Does he talk about Ryuki or Date? Oh, he's probably talking about Date, he's friends with him.
だからそいつに
Yeah, it would have to be Date.
もちろんしたさ。
Even Lion or Lien looks the same as he did what's it, 6 years ago.
ナイルでメッセも送ったし、電話も死ぬほどかけてみた。だけど
Alright. Just gonna keep going. Oh yeah, so now we go to the abandoned factory. That's where our phone is.
誰もいないみたいだけど
This is pretty much where I left off at. Just a bit past
い
this.
や近くに誰か
探し物かね。
お前は
私はテアラ。これの GPS をたどってここに来たのだろう。残念だったね。彼女はここにはいないよ。
I don't get the point of dropping the phone, bro. What a waste of money, man.
君もいろいろ困るのだよ。
だったら何
ねえなんだ。
私と戦うつもりなんだ。命知らずにも程があるね。
君はネズミを殺したことがあるのか。
え
人間には役割というものがある。
どういうこと？
こういうことさ。
なんなのこいつら。
What confuses me is he's got these random guys, but he hasn't got the cult people that we found in the cathedral earlier. And the temple.
ネズミ狩りだよ。金さえ払えば何でもする連中だ。
パッと見雑魚しかいないみたいだけど、まあいいや。
It's fight time.
言われ。
Who needs a strap when you have a freaking pipe, bro? And super speed. Why is his eyes like dead white though? That's what I'm confused about.
左だ
How can these guys be such lousy
コン
shots,
テナの向
man?
こう側に敵が
了解。
Oh yeah, I also have FMJ apparently. So illogical, man. She can also jump up like 3 stories up. An FMJ through containers. Bro, I could even do this in COD. She can do this with a freaking pistol.
一体どこから？
水木サーモモードを使うんだ
そっか。
I'm literally Sonic, man. See, this bit is just completely unnecessary. Like, I'm actually tryharding here, holy. Why would you lift this, bro? You can literally get shot in the feet, bro. But the dude's just standing there and stared at her, bro. What kind of shit is this? Oh, another thing, actually.
Damn, she's not human.
I'll wait for this.
She's even stronger than my mom.
Let's get out of here.
These people are jokes.
さてと、一緒に来てもらおうかな。
悪いが、君に付き合っている暇はない。
この状況で抵抗するつもり？
言ったはずだ。人間には役割があると。
え？
That would hurt. Yeah, another thing though, Mizuki should have a scar on her leg if I'm not mistaken. I remember her taking like a bullet. It was either in the first game or early second where she got hit in the leg or something. I guess she has regen powers, right? Anyways, Ryuki's here. Betrayed us, as expected. See, now he seems normal. It doesn't seem crazy whatsoever. This feels like the past.
私の銃。心臓が。とにかく相棒。ダメか。マニュアルモード。そっか。働きと。
Wing sync. See, and now we're here at the cathedral. Albeit, it's not the same.
お前がティアラ。
He says, "Your terror," as if he hasn't seen him before. This can't be the first time him meeting him, because it would be 6 years ago, right? See, okay, look, they're giving so many hints, but I couldn't pick this up earlier because it just didn't make sense. Him introducing this place as a cathedral directly, like implicates that this is before, like, the last scene in the first timeline. Because we've been to the cathedral multiple times, I think. So this would have been like early on in the first timeline that Ryuki gets possessed by terror, maybe gets infected by TC Perge or something, and like sabotages everything, I suppose, without him realizing it, or does it intentionally without us knowing it, or unless we play through Ryuki's eye and the eye doesn't know anything about it somehow.
ティアラ、お前を HB 連続殺人事件の容疑で逮捕する。
She's acting normal now. So he's just cooked his brain, basically. Seeing this though, seeing this whole place, I think he might be in Ryuki's Somnium maybe, or Ryuki's in his Somnium and that's how he's doing all this. Or maybe not. Another thing, this is the first time where we do a wink sync and we actually see physical people and their identities, whereas all in the other ones they'd be invisible, bluey figures. Yeah. So there's no way that you studied all these things but not had the money to like support it, I suppose. So this guy has to be rich. Or like be able to make TC Perge or anything like that. So he's blackmailing Ryuki with the eyeball. He's on the brink of entering a forbidden area. What is that area? And he's still alive in this, so it confirms it. It's in the, this is right now in the past. Is the forbidden area the cathedral, or is it like the place between the timelines or something like that? So I remember talking to Tokiko and she'd talk about like glitching the game or something like that. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but... So Date's the only one that's doing something that Terra doesn't want to happen? Lead him somewhere, lead him into the cathedral. That's why he's so like... Maybe that's why he's so depressed and everything, because he's the one that caused it. Execution chamber could either be in the laboratory or could mean here. Alright, we don't need to hear the rest. We know this. Talks about the chamber again and he gets his eyeball back. And yeah, all her memories deleted, so she doesn't know about the cathedral. Yeah, she just says don't tell her about anything. And there's Date. Acting like nothing's happened, only lost Aiba. Ryuki just leaves, bro. Big boy just got shanked. It has to be on purpose.
Oi, 大丈夫か?
See, look, wait.
何なの?
いや、あまりにも似てるもんだからつい。
He's acting like he doesn't know Mizuki, and then seeing her face saying you're just so similar, maybe to Mizuki. So Mizuki isn't actually Mizuki. Mizuki's probably still a child, and like in no way around here or not being shown because she's in school or something. Surely. That has to be the case. Mizuki ain't Mizuki. If Date's acting like that, then yeah, definitely.
ある人物から絆が行方不明になったって聞いてな。
Yeah, and he heard Kizuna went missing, so he got told from Lion, and Lian wouldn't tell us about Date. Ah, that's another thing. Lian wouldn't tell us about Date because we wouldn't know Date because we're not Mizuki. If we were Mizuki, then Lian would have no problem telling us his Date because, like, they're pretty much like roommates.
それで絆のスマホの GPS。
あのスマホ壊されちゃったけど。
And from what I've gathered, nobody's, I could be wrong, but nobody's actually said Mizuki's name, like directly. Right?
みたいだな。下の階で見かけたよ。
They're just making us think that she is Mizuki.
だが、位置情報はその前に取得しておいたから。いや、後頭部に爆弾が仕掛けられてる。
This sounds similar to the masked woman's mask.
仮面を取ったら起爆する仕組みだ。
Does that mean they're from the same place or that did it intentionally?
さっき撃ったのは通常の20倍の効き目がある。おそらく半日は目覚めないだろう。
Boy got an elephant shank.
何バカなことして、それじゃあ絆がどこにいるか聞き出せないじゃん。
あ、
テアラ、目覚めさ。ないね、足の骨へし折ったら起きるかな。
手術中の患者は内臓をえぐられても起きないだろう。奴に打ち込んだのは。
じゃあ
すまん。
絆の居場所。やっぱアビス、そうすれば。
だったら多分。やっぱりまだここにあったか。
Boom, here's the other sinker thing.
移動するとぶっ壊れる仕組みになってるんだよな。
Look, so here's the thing. This existed 6 years ago. I think this was in the first game, and we saw this at the end of the game. There's no way this was here for 6 years and nobody came in and used it or whatever, unless this wasn't 6 years later and this is happening the exact time directly after those events.
あのサイコ野郎が妙な仕掛けを施したせいで。
So Aiba should recognize Date.
相棒、大丈夫なの？
まあな、それより何があった？
詳しいことは後で話すよ。とにかく
誰に？全くもって理解不能な状況だが、ひとまず了解だ。お、あの下劣で卑しいエロジジイもいるのか？
誰がエロジジイだって？
お、聞こえてたのか。
お前が回線を振ってないからだろ。俺の左の眼下には受信装置が埋め込まれてるんだぞ。
He has a reception device in his eye socket. What I want to know is why Date gave his eye away in the first place.
それにしても、まさかお前がそんなところにいたとはな。
See that? Wait.
伊達のところより居心地はいいぞ。貧乳なのが
それは全然。
っていうか、
だって
お前が
もちろん
俺が潜った方がいい気がするが。
心配しないで。体はある程度復活したし。
Yeah, they never mention Mizuki's name.
本当に
だから大丈夫だって。相棒もいるから安心。
そこまで言う。
They never mention her name. It's these little things, man. Alright, I'm gonna skip this. We all know what happens here. Let's get this going. Alright. This is where I left it off at, so I'll just do this as an episode and do the next one afterwards. Sorry about skipping everything, but this actually did kind of help me get my thoughts clearer. I think I have a better idea now. But anyways, this definitely is what's his face? Tara's place, because this is where he grew up in. But yeah, I'll just end it here then. Thanks for watching, fellas. Have a good one.